So we spent the last 3 days cleaning the house. I should have taken a picture before. It was just, you know, real black and grungy from all the trees around here. It took us a day to get this side done, and then I did the back and up halfway up the other side, and then yesterday Diane helped me with this. So we've been working at it and trying to make our house look a little. Well, finished washing the house. Now we're tearing shutters off. We're going to replace those. I'm going to make my own shutters. And then, boy, it's been a while since we've given this deck any attention. I've got to clean this off. I used my power washer on this and it didn't do much. Helped it a little bit. And then Diane wants to change the look of these railings a little bit, so I'm going to change this section down here where this comes down alongside the deck. I'm going to just add a 2x4 like you have up here. Going to add one of these down here, about 3.5 inches off the deck, and then fasten it to these and cut those off, and then fasten it to the pole, and that'll give it a new look anyway. And then we're going to restain it and paint it, and hopefully we've been looking for a new umbrella, but I like that style and we can't find one. I wanted something with colorful flowers and everything is so dull. Can't believe it. There's just no rest. I thought I was going to rest today. But no, she says, you have to change the lights. At least the porch light. There. That's our new porch light. Now we've got 2 more of those for the front.
But that can wait for another day.
Yeah. She says that can wait for another day. See how nice she is to me sometimes?
I'm nice old.
Today I'm going to change these 2 old lights. These were motion lights, and boy, they never worked right from the day I put them up. You're supposed to be able to adjust them so they stay on, but they would never stay on for me, and then they'd go off and on, and boy, I just couldn't. I'm glad I'm changing them. Well, another project done. Those don't look too bad. I got to fix those boxes that go around the lights, though. They're starting to fall apart. This morning's project. I brought my old one to the dump after about 10 years. There wasn't nothing left of it. Well, got this project finished. Under 2 hours anyway. Now I can't wait to get it going. But I got some more projects I got to get done first. So I had to pull these shutters off here. And this railing, I don't know if you've seen the other pictures, it's bumped up to the siding and I can't get my shutter behind it, so I'm going to move the post out 2 inches. And the decking is so old that the screw heads just snap right off trying to get this decking off. And I want to get 1, 2, 3 boards, maybe 4 loose from the house, so I can get back in there, because there's a sag here by the door and I need to fix that. And then after I get this all back together, I'll put another post in here and it'll be the right distance away. And then I took the top board off. I removed all those lights Those lights were pretty old and they weren't working or anything, so I took them off. And I've got a new look planned for this deck and some new lights. So I got to do all the remodeling first. And you'll see I'm going to change the bottom, well, down in here. Going to add a board in there and cut those off, because I don't want those going down by the deck anymore. So we got a great big project going here. Oh, there's my boss. Yeah. So I guess I better get back to it. Well, today I moved the patio set off of the deck. Took down a couple sections of railing. That's kind of what I got going now. And I don't know if you can see this belly, but there's a belly in the deck, kind of like so. And I'm looking underneath here, pulled off some boards, because I'm going to cantilever some joist off of this eventually and put a new beam down in here. But if we go around this way, you can see what my problem is on both sides. You see that board down in there, that rim joist that the joist hangers are attached to? That's only a 2x8, a single 2x8, and this span is 10 feet. So, you know, that's not enough. That should have been at least a double 2x10 or 2x12. So I'm going to put in a double 2x12 beam in there. I know it's not a big span, it's only 8 feet, but you know, this is what I would call inferior. You don't run 8 feet with 2x6 joists. That's for a deck. That's not, I don't know who built this, but they sure didn't do a very good job. Although it is built with treated lumber. So next step is to get my material for this beam down in here. And then if you notice, the underpinning stops and it doesn't run past the deck, so there's a great big hole in there and you can see underneath. So I'm going to block that off to keep the wind and cold from going underneath the house. No wonder the floor is cold in this section. So I'm glad we wound up ripping this apart. Diane just pulled all the stone away from the underpinning. I'm going to have to rework that. And I don't know, she was thinking about lattice, but then you can see underneath there. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and put this underpinning back when I'm finished. Diane and I just put these joists in. They go all the way back to the rim joist sitting on the beam back there. And sure took the sag out of that deck. What you think, baby doll?
I love it so far.
Still got to fasten this all together, but you can see the old 2x6 now on that old rim with the beam underneath that we installed. And then I closed that off a little bit with some styrofoam just so you can't get underneath the house.
And for insulation.
I still got to fasten all this together, and then I'll put something on the top of the beam so that nothing can get in through there either. A little bit of work, and we're going to cover the ground down there. But yeah, it's coming along. And look at this. No bounce, no sag. Hey? Well, I was going to finish the railing, but got a little corner in the back, and then I've got some work up front, so I'm calling it a day today. Today I put the top rail on the deck and put the skirt board around the bottom of the deck. So now tomorrow's project is these stairs. Gonna give them the same look as the rest of the deck. I tacked the top rail on so that I can take it off, because the rail is going to be the same color as the decking. And then I'll paint it and put it up. And Diane's been washing the railings. Look at how clean she's getting this. So now, you know, I'm thinking maybe we won't even paint it. She's laughing. She knows better. She's still got a little bit of work here to do. That's that old mildew stuff, and you know, I could have put on new boards all the way around, but I just don't have the money. This stuff's expensive. Boy, since I retired, a deck isn't cheap. Either is repairing it. Well, today the cleaning lady came back today. She's getting all that mildewy stuff off.
I've got a solution of 30% vinegar and 70% water.
95% elbow grease.
Tell me about it.
The deck's going blue. And this is what, ginger?
I think it's a gingerbread.
Gingerbread.
Doesn't look like gingerbread to me, but
No.
it is what it is.
So Diane's given these the top coat. She painted the bottoms. This is the cap. It'll go up there on top of that railing. So we started this morning, about 10:30. We're about an hour and a half or so into it. I was wondering if I'd get it all done. We're trying to beat the rain. So I guess I better put the camera down and get back to it. Diane learned how to paint years ago when she was watching Karate Kid. Hey, are you done for the day?
Yes,
Done for the day.
for the day. Not for the
Well, that took us about, I think about 6.5 hours. Get this railing stained, get the top cap on. We'll stain the deck itself as soon as we have another opening in the weather. It's supposed to rain. So we stained the cap separate and the handrail, and I just installed all that now. Diane's cleaning up, as you can see. I'd say that's a good day's work for us. After all, we're old.
Oh.
What's she doing? Is that the second coat?
Yep. It's a second coat, and hopefully the last.
Second coat. Done. What you doing?
Is that good?
You relaxing?
Yeah.
Where?
On my deck.
Gee, I wonder what's cooking in there. Yeah, I'll have one of those. We're just about ready to sit down for our second dinner on our newly finished deck. So the next time you see us will probably be when we start the shutters.
We're gluttons for punishment.
I think that Diane's got that scheduled for tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
You know, she cracks the whip, boy. She keeps me busy. Yep. So we'll see you on our next one. Have a great day.
Yep.
Does it work?
Excellent.
Great. I'm happy. Uh-oh. I got mine just a little bit too done. Guess I flunked that one.
Uh-oh.
We'll have to do it again tomorrow.